interested in is a shark. I want to know how sharks swim.
Did you know there are over 600 species of sharks? Sharks exist in all seas and some freshwater environments like the bull and river shark, and have been on the earth before dinosaurs and trees even existed on Earth. A shark's life expectancy is about 15 to 150 years depending on the species, and they only produce a small number of young at a time.
Sharks are advanced creatures with traits that make them an apex predator. They can smell 1 drop of blood in parts per million. They have great eyesight and can see in dark or murky waters. Sharks can detect electricity from other organisms with electroreceptors, and they can hear sounds from 800 miles away. Sharks have placoid scales, which are modified teeth covered with enamel used for protection.
Sharks have a skeleton that is very different than the skeletons of humans. Instead of bones, the skeleton of sharks are made out of cartilage and connective tissue. This saves sharks energy because cartilage weighs less than bone.
Sharks have 8 total fins, 2 pectoral fins on the side, 2 dorsal fins on the top, 2 pelvic fins and 1 anal fin on the bottom, and a caudal fin on the back.
Like other fishes, sharks have gills for gas exchange.
Many fish can increase and decrease their buoyancy by filling up or releasing the oxygen from their swim bladder. This works similar in the way an air balloon floats. Instead of a swim bladder, sharks have an oily liver which helps them float.
Sharks do not have a swim bladder and instead use their fins as propellers. The caudal fin, which is the back fin, is the main source of propulsion. By swinging their caudal fin back and forth, they can propel themselves forwards. The caudal fin acts in the same way as the jet engine on an airplane does, and the other fins on the shark have the same function as an airplane. The fins on the side of the shark's body, the pectoral fins, are turned to certain angles to change the direction of movement, similar to the way that an airplane can raise and lower its flaps to turn in a certain direction.
These pectoral fins also generate vertical forces to keep the shark from sinking, just like how the flaps on an airplane turn down to raise the airplane off the ground.
The fins on top, dorsals, and bottom, pelvic and anal, of the shark stabilize and help the shark to keep its balance, similar to the wings of a plane. Dorsal fins assist with propulsion and generation of side-to-side movement.
Do sharks swim while they sleep? There are surprisingly no reports on sharks sleeping, but some scientists believe that they turn off part of their brain and swim while they sleep. However, there's no concrete evidence for this.
Whale sharks are the biggest fish on Earth. They're sharks, not whales, and they're docile enough to swim with.